tenses of English. There are 20 tenses in English, 12 active and 8 passive. And in addition, there are 4 conditional tenses, 0, first, second and third respectively. These are all important when we speak in English. We cannot speak English at will. We have to follow rules, patterns, linguistic points in order to have a better communication. It is said that grammar is the heart of English, and if we speak without grammar, it will be appalling English. So learn grammar and speak better English fluently. Wish you good luck. The simple present tense. In this tense, we talk about our regular actions like I eat, I have a bath, I go to school, she goes to work, he goes fishing, they go to the church, I swim, and so on. And we also talk about habits like I drink or smoke, she doesn't have a bath, he bites nails, and so on. And facts such as the sun rises from the east, the moon gets light from the sun, rain and the sun control the world, doctors and teachers work hard. It is very important to understand that we in this tense write only one verb, a present tense verb. In other words, the verb stem, the root or the base form of a verb. The verb stem means the form of the verb we normally hear, and it is the one we write on a list of verbs. The verb stem is like the stem of the flower. The petals are like the other forms of that verb. Here you can see 8 subject pronouns, of which only 3 are singular, he, she and it. When we write the singular pronouns or nouns or proper nouns, we add s to the verb stem. He likes, she likes, it likes. Remember, I and you are plural in English. The only place where I is singular is when it comes with was. I was, singular. Here we add es to the verb after singular subjects. He goes, she goes, it goes. Here we omit y and add ies to the verb after singular subjects. He flies, she flies, it flies. Here, when there is a vowel before y, we add only s to the verb. He plays, she plays, it plays. The above all additions are done when there is a singular subject in the sentence. The verb have is the exception of the above rules. We do not add anything to have. Instead, we use has because has is a singular of have. I have, she has. I don't have, she doesn't have. Do you have, does she have? I like apples, but she likes pears. We all sleep at night. That's natural, but the bat sleeps in the daytime. Tom walks to school every day, but Tina and I go to school on bicycle. Naomi sings beautifully. I love the way she sings. Cows give us milk. The manager scolds the staff often. The baby cries sometimes. Eagles swoop down to catch fish. Have you seen? They are very good at it. Rabbits run quickly. They are good runners in the jungle. The company pays higher salaries to the workers. She flies to New Delhi often. She's a businesswoman. The car gives some problems nowadays. The Big Ben in London strikes every hour. The brook flows through our village. He does his homework well. He is a bright student in the class. The sun gives light to the poor and to the rich alike. Most teachers teach well. They understand students. The propeller helps move the boat forward. Forests yield timber. That man goes fishing when he is free. She pays all the utility bills. Lara plays beautifully. She hopes to have a better life. The train comes at 3 in the afternoon. I teach my students lovingly. It's rewarding. In the negative, we write don't and doesn't with stems. Don't is plural, doesn't is singular. I don't like algebra. She doesn't cook well. Some people don't believe in deities or gods. They are called atheists. Elephants don't eat meat. Tom doesn't do any housework. He's born idle. Rihanna doesn't study history. She's chosen music. Cats don't drink much water. It doesn't rain these days. She doesn't help her friends. This road doesn't lead to the beach. To ask questions, we write do and does. Do is plural, does is singular. Do you accept the notion that Buddha and Christ lived? Does she live with her parents? Do you eat cassava? It's full of starch. Does it rain heavily in March? Does your mother go to the market every day? With question words where, what, when, who, how, why, which. Where do you live? On the outskirts of Paris. Where does the squirrel hide its nuts? Where do your offspring live? Where do camels live? Where does the plane land? What do you do for a living? What does she tell you sometimes? What do religions teach? What do you do in your leisure time? What do elephants eat? When do you wake up? When do you have lunch? When does the plane take off? When does the Christmas fall? When does the winter start? Who do you live with? Who do you go to school with? Who do they work for? Who do you honor? Who does she help? Why do you follow others? Why do male birds behave like this? Why does the bus come at 11? Why do peasant vines have tendrils? Why does he rap fast? How do you work here? It's very boring, isn't it? How does that couple live together? They don't match each other. How does she cook? She can boil an egg. How do planes fly? How does politics affect us? Which color do you like most? Which sport does she do of these three? Which of these ideas do you accept? Which concept do you agree with? Which house of this row do you live in? Brace yourself for the next tense, the past tense.